Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's the month of fabrication.
Hi.
Hey, do you want to show people the bus?
Sure.
What's wrong, buddy? You seem scared. So Spike and B, his lovely wife and my dear friend, were here over Memorial Day weekend painting their, well, passion project, their new family member.
Yeah.
Maple the bus.
Yeah. So,
Hold on, let's get a shot of this thing. Wow, look at these colors, man.
be careful on it.
Nah, she dry. I rubbed all on it this morning. So, what is Maple?
Maple is a 1997 International school bus that has been decommissioned, and we are turning her into a music festival / camper bus. It's not gonna be anything fancy. We're not gonna have like full blown out kitchen. It's nothing like Note Van does.
Right.
But it's gonna have a toilet, places to sleep, a small little kitchenette area for water. And as we're going on its main voyage next week.
This week.
Oh,
Yeah. 4 days.
Oh man. Oh no. I have so much to do. But B has been working really hard to get it going. She's really been taking over the project. I'm really excited to see it. So basically, so we don't have to sleep on the floor anymore.
Yeah, right. Or camp in tents. I mean, this replaces that.
Right.
This bus has been in our lives for
9 years.
9 years. I bought my house in Vinton basically on that day. No, I bought my house in January of 2016, which is when this bus was parked there.
Come from?
Well, it came from.
Oh, it's probably expires then.
Yeah,
so
no, it's the inspection sticker
Okay.
that's inspired.
I was like, we did not get that.
No, it expires and expired 8 years ago.
Yeah.
No, 9 years ago. So it sat at my house. We got it. I guess quick backstory. Beast found it on the side of the road. You guys talked about it.
Yeah.
You bought it, but you talked to Wyatt and I about it first because
Yeah.
the guy said it smoked. He thinks it was injector seals, and
Right.
Wyatt and I were like, "How hard could that be?"
Right.
And that's how I met Wyatt.
Right.
And because you knew Wyatt from
Kickball.
That's
Yeah.
right. And so this bus, oh wow, I was filming not me during that. This bus, if for those of you who know Wyatt and have seen him on the channel, and his shop is still over here in Riverdale, that's how we all met Wyatt. Was Spike was on a kickball team with him
Spike and B.
and B,
Yeah.
and then they got this bus, and they found out that Wyatt was a mechanic diesel guy. And so you guys brought Wyatt over to my house, and
Yeah.
Wyatt and I literally met in the back of this short bus.
Yeah.
10 years ago or whatever.
You guys started on the short bus and you met on the short
Oh, I'll be on the short bus forever, dude. So we tried to replace the injector seals. We did it successfully, except that if you know anything about 7.3 liter diesels, you know that when you pull the injector out, all the oil and gas that is around the injector goes down into the cylinder. So when we went to start it, we bent a connecting rod and ruined the first engine, which is very common, we now know, but we didn't know then. So we got a second junkyard engine from a 98 school bus, and that's what's in here now, and it sounds great.
Yeah, thing runs great.
We got all the injectors tested from a shop in North Carolina a few years ago, and we got the good ones in there. Mechanically, it's great. Our buddy Connor Shoup, the independent mechanic extraordinaire, has been going through some of the mechanical parts and getting it all ship shape. I've been doing a lot of the wiring over the last few days. We got some hot boy horns in here.
Oh my goodness, dude, they're so loud.
Dude, they are loud.
That's awesome.
I got all the lights working. I hot wired a switch. Did you see this? You weren't here. I got a switch here for your high beams.
Sweet.
Right there that works. So the regular lights are on, and then you hit this and turn the high beams on. The old strobe switch.
Sweet.
And then all that on the floor over there is wiring you don't need anymore.
That's
That
good news.
I ripped out from behind here, and now I understand how this whole system works.
Well, yeah, it's all over there.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, there's nothing in here anymore.
Yeah.
No, but there are some. You got defrost, front heat, those still work. Dome lights will work when we reconnect all these lights.
Cool.
And then B wants to put a backup camera in, and you need new windshield wipers, but the turn signals have been replaced, and I think that means you're ready for an inspection.
Sweet. Yeah.
But this is what the inside looks like so far. What's y'all's loose plan in
The
here?
loose plan is this is a futon, so we'll be able to unbolt this from the floor, slide it out, so people can sleep there. These are RV seats that has a table, and the table drops down and is the middle, and that acts as a bed.
Nice.
There'll be a toilet right behind here with 2 panels, as you can see where the beautiful films
privacy glass.
are. Yeah,
Nice. Love it.
make it feel like home.
Yeah. Is that what your
Little compost toilet is. Yeah, we just had our windows replaced.
Yeah. And you spared no expense.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be our sleeping. There'll be 2 twin bed frames to go next to each other that fold up. So this
Nice.
can all, like, everything's modular. Everything can be picked up. And
Oh,
moved
these
out.
guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'll be around the toilet. Yeah. And this is B's work.
Yeah.
B has been absolutely killing it.
No stolen valor here, man. I'm
No,
proud of you.
No, at the beginning, where she was like, "I want this project done," I was like, "Take the lead, and I'll help wherever I can."
Yeah.
And she's been.
Yeah, no,
She's
kudos
good.
to her. She's been pushing. And because of her push, I've been inspired to also try to help you guys. And it doesn't hurt that it's here now at Lift Arc. So,
Yeah. So that's the goal, is that we don't have to sleep on the floor anymore. We'll have, enough space to take everything, like kayaks,
yeah, for sure.
anything.
It's a giant truck at the end of the day.
Exactly. And
Can you do something about the ceiling height?
Well, Tay, we're really glad that you're working on it, but you're not allowed in it.
It's fine. That's fine.
Everything is actually matched, so that anybody 6'5" and under can be comfortable here.
Doors work great. Hinges were fixed. The flashy lights work. Should probably hook this thing up to a battery tender with the amount of times I've turned it on and off the other day. But yeah, that's it. It's a International 3800 with the 7.3 liter diesel on the inside. I love the hood. This is great.
Yeah.
What a cool
painted.
accent.
So all weekend we've been power washed it.
Yep, there's some of that
Sanded
footage
it.
in here.
We then on the roof is an elastomeric coating,
Yeah.
and the inside's going to change and morph as we grow. Like this camping trip we're going on is a tester.
Yeah.
To see, okay, we like this. Ooh, let's do this. Let's do that.
Really all you needed was to paint it because it can't be school bus yellow.
Right.
And to fix the electrics so that it can be inspected.
Right.
Everything else you can take your time
Yeah.
to sort of dial in. Got our new, B found these. These are great. These are bright as hell. So I replaced these
I
the
kind
other
of want to
day.
replace all of the lights.
Yeah, oh no, they're sick. Well, the only one that doesn't work is this one. But you have your regular brake lights up here, so I don't think this will be an issue for inspection.
Yeah.
But I also haven't cracked this open. There might be an easy way to replace that bulb.
But I kind of want to replace every light with these.
Yeah.
So that way you know that we're braking or
Dude,
turning.
yeah, go hit the hazards. I want to show people how bright it is. Like, stomp on the brakes first. Yeah, so there's the brakes. And now put the 4-ways on. Yeah, look at those things. They're so bright.
We are turning!
Yeah, that's great. Good job, B, if you're watching.
B.
Been killing it. Little update on the concrete mixer tumbler. Got some parts in here that we will need for upcoming projects. And I lost my old timer in the move, so I found this timer in my apartment building that was left by a previous tenant. And this is like a, landscape lights or sprinkler kind of timer. It's really just a jumper for an outlet, and you can tell it when to turn on and when to turn off. So I'm gonna set this thing over in the corner of the shop, show you how to program one of these guys if you ever want to do this yourself, and set it and forget it. Also, since I'm over in this corner of the shop, I'll give you guys a little update. I'm sorry if you're tired of seeing our e-bikes, but yes, these companies sent us these e-bikes for review, and We love them. The e-bikes are so sick. We are e-bike people now. And we have the Hobsco GTRS and the Highboy U2 Pro. The Highboy is a bit of the favorite in the shop, but the Hobsco is kind of sick because the wheels are way bigger, it goes faster, and you can actually pedal it. It's a little small for me. I'm 6'7", so it's a little on the small side, but we unlocked the speed limiter in the app, and it'll do like 30 miles an hour. But yeah, that's the Hobsco. Pretty sick. Check the affiliate links in the description if you want to look into them. You get a discount if you use our code and stuff like that. So very cool. I am getting a phone call. All right, so how you use this is these little fingers around the timer dial control whether the outlet is on or off. Sorry. Up is off. I'm going to turn them all off right now. Go around. Turn them all off. Okay, so now flip. So you can see timer on or outlet on. You can just turn the outlet on. I'm sorry. You can just turn the outlet on straight up, which bypasses this, or timer on. So you can see timer is on, and no matter how I rotate this, the mixer is not coming on. So what you do first is you see this arrow right here. That needs to be set for the time it is right now, which is 10:30 in the morning. Okay, just like that. 10:25, close enough. So now we've got all of the day and then into the night. So I want this thing to come on at night, and I'm just gonna push down like from 10, 11, 12, something like that, 9 to midnight. Okay, and that's it. So this thing is locked in. So it should come on for about 4 hours in the middle of the night. And I made this simple cap out of some plywood and a piece of tubing. So slide the tubing inside the lip of here. And then just put it straight up for now. Pull this up and then spin the wing nut down. That's just to keep the dust down, keep things from falling out. And then I'll put the drum back at an angle. And now we're good. So we'll check in with this thing tomorrow morning and see how those parts look. Should probably have shown you what the parts look like before, but I can't be bothered to pull that back out again. So just imagine some plasma cut parts with some dross on them. And we'll show you in a bit. On to the next thing. Well, it looks like we got a surprise visit from Powder Coating Creations. What are you doing back so soon? Oh, nice. That's fine. Yeah, it's only 2 pieces. Really?
As long as the rain cooperates.
I know. Does the humidity hurt, or is it the physical rain that gets in the way? Because you blast stuff outside?
Well, that, and it takes in, we got to pick it up and hang it on the rack and stuff.
Where you at? Just over behind that bus somewhere.
All right.
Special delivery. That'd be fine. Yeah. Powder Coating Creations strikes again. Thank you, Charles.
Yeah,
How are you?
good, y'all.
Yeah, great. Well, those are great. Thank you very much, sir. Call my buddy Justin.
What's up, brother?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Good.
Good deal. Hey, your frames just got back from the powder coater,
Fuck yeah.
so they are ready for pickup.
I'll tell Nick if you don't get them, I'll go get them.
Hell yeah, they're here.
If I could get them, it'll be later today.
That's fine. I just wanted to let you know they just rolled in, so I know y'all been waiting on them.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. So my buddy Justin works for Miller, which is a not Miller Welders. Miller is a they're commercial electricians. They do electrical work for large-scale commercial clients. And these stands that we built, pretty simple stuff, 2-inch angle iron. They are meant to support battery chargers, I believe, for electric forklifts. But super simple design. Base plate with some holes, uprights. I think the charger sits here, and then like a next control panel sits here. Sorry about the wind. That's a serious fan. But yeah, really boring job, but happy to do it. Sometimes it's nice to do a simple job where you can turn your brain off a little bit. But yeah, that's what those are, and those will be leaving, and on to the next thing. Big man and a tiny forklift. What are you gonna cut, huh?
I'm gonna cut base plates for posts that are gonna hold up aluminum screens.
Can you say that again but make it more interesting?
I'm gonna cut base plates for posts that are gonna hold up screens.
You guys paying attention again? You fellas, we lost you for a second, didn't we?
Is that better?
Yeah, that was great. I really hooked the zoomers on this one.
Ah, check this out, guys. Never done this before.
Whoa! For those of you that are over the age of 30, I'm very sorry. Look at those precision linear guide rails.
Yeah, so she'll be good to run, because we're gonna run the crap out of her this week.
Allow me. Oh, I gotta turn on the air. I gotta give you some air, dude. Give you a blow.
Dude, let me air it out.
So I don't know if you heard there at the end, but the tip was a little whistly, and we have discovered that basically when these sink tips for the Hypertherm start to get worn out, the air starts flowing through them a little weird. A while ago we 3D printed this organizer for all of our tips, so we stage them. We put like the really nice ones or brand new ones up here and really crappy ones down here. And so if we have like a non-crucial job that doesn't require a whole lot of detail, we'll use the older, more worn out tips. And if we have a high precision job, we'll pull the newer tips. So we get our money's worth out of all of them and keep them in rotation.
Yeah. And we're just cutting base plates, so they don't need to be.
Yeah, it's squares with 4 holes in them.
Yeah.
And even still, turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest difference I've noticed is the dross will be worse on the back.
And the hole sometimes is like out of rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a perfect example. So you may need to ream some of these out, but
That's all right.
Get up on your feet, this is a shakedown. Order up that beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside of you. You can rock and roll it, so good, so fresh, just the way you like it.
Been experiencing some organic matter growth in the water table of our plasma cutter lately. And I think it's because the plasma defense from Shop Sabre is starting to wear off. And I don't have any more. You know, I love the guys over at Shop Sabre, but this stuff is just not cutting it, I don't think. Giggity. It's very likely that I switch back to something that I used in the past called Sterling Cool from a company called Cutting Fluids Direct. It's blue, and it never did this, and it worked great, and yeah. This stuff's supposed to be non-toxic, but the problem with a non-toxic plasma additive is that it's not toxic. It doesn't kill anything. There's actually stuff growing in here. And before you guys come at me, we use the agitator. We've topped up on chemicals. You know, we try to mix it up and keep the water level up, and we've done all the things. We use this thing pretty regularly, so it's not for lack of action. Now, we use this side a lot more than this side, but even still, all the bubblers back here work fine. And you can see there's kind of stuff growing under the surface. So yeah, we might be switching, just because. You got an example of an old tip?
yeah, an old tip. The dross is just way worse. This is 14 gauge. Usually the dross is more akin to that.
Yeah.
And you can see the
Big difference.
stark difference there. So that's, you know, the older tips do give you worse work, but like you said earlier, we just try and be mindful of, all right, this does need to be precision, this does.
And these are easy to clean up.
Yeah.
So
So-
base plates of the posts, caps on the posts. This is all right now for a job that we're doing for Virginia Tech. Some visually pleasing cosmetic screens to go around some like AC units, right?
Generators, yeah.
Generators. The panels will be aluminum, and they'll be bent and powder coated by our friends over at CNC Fabricators. But the rest of it we will be building here and then installing. So I realized I never filmed a conclusion to this month of fab video. So I've been working on a handrail project, and I'll show you guys my progress. Not much to show yet, but I've been cutting and clamping and welding together some sections of this profiled cap rail and C-channel. So just clamping every foot and welding. And then of course, it's got a little curl to it, but I'll show you what I'm building. So made it all out of one piece, and then this railing is getting a monkey tail at one end, a monkey tail at the other end. Straight section, slight bend, posts at a certain spacing and angle to engage with the customer's sidewalk steps. And there's a front, there's a left and a right side. So I've got all my posts cut, different angles. I cut it all on the Ellis over there. And getting my cap rails done, and we got the monkey tails down here for King Metal. So tomorrow when I come in, I'll be working more on this, and maybe I'll talk and show you guys a little bit more about this project. But I was about to edit this video and I realized I didn't really have a conclusion. So that's how I ended my day. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you like these sort of day in the life videos of a small business fabricator. And I appreciate you guys sticking around, and I'll see you tomorrow. Like and subscribe for more of this stuff. Follow us on Instagram and all that stuff. Thank you guys. Be good. See you tomorrow.
You're the new MC.